Beware, these are malevolent spirits. The Kelpie may appear as a tame pony beside a river. It is particularly attractive to children, but they should take care, for once on its back, its sticky magical hide will not allow them to dismount. Once trapped in this way, the Kelpie will drag you deep into the river to drown and make a meal of you. Welcome to my channel Enlightenment in the Darkness. A Kelpie is a shape-changing aquatic spirit of Scottish legend. Its name may derive from the Scottish Gaelic words Kelpeach or Colpoch, meaning heifer or colt. Kelpies are said to haunt rivers and streams, usually in the shape of a horse. These water horses can also appear in human form. They may materialize as a beautiful young woman, hoping to lure young men to their death, or they might take on the form of a hairy human lurking by the river, ready to jump out at unsuspecting travelers and crush them to death in a vice-like grip. Kelpies can also use their magical powers to summon up a flood in order to sweep a traveler away to a watery grave. The sound of a Kelpie's tail entering the water is said to resemble that of thunder, and if you are passing by a river and hear an unearthly wailing or howling, take care. It could be a Kelpie warning of an approaching storm. The Kelpie is even mentioned in Robert Burns' poem, Address to the Deil. When thous dissolve the snawy hoard and float the jinglin' icy board, then water Kelpies haunt the ford by your direction, and nighted travelers are allured to their destruction. There are many similar tales of water horses in mythology. In Orkney there is the Nuggle, in Shetland the Shupilti, and in the Isle of Man, the Kebble Ushti. In Welsh folklore there are tales of the Cephal Dr, and in Scotland there is another water horse, the Each Usjay, which lurks in lochs and is reputed to be even more vicious than the Kelpie. A common Scottish folk tale is that of the Kelpie and the 10 children. Having lured 9 children onto its back, it chases after the 10th. The child strokes its nose and his finger becomes stuck fast. He manages to cut off his finger and escapes. The other 9 children are dragged into the water, never to be seen again. The stallion sniffed the man's hand. He is magnificent, the man said as he followed the horse deeper into the water. I must own him. Slowly the black stallion knelt down into the water, inviting the man. The man climbed on his back and with a holler of excitement dug his spurs into the horse flesh. The stallion reared up. His mane suddenly grew longer, finger-like, and gripped the unsuspecting man. With a mighty lunge, the horse took the man toward the middle of the lake. Farther and farther he swam until he disappeared into the murky depths. Kelpie has a weak spot, its bridle. Anyone who can get hold of a Kelpie's bridle will have command over it and any other Kelpie. A captive Kelpie is said to have the strength of at least 10 horses and the stamina of many more, and is highly prized. It is rumored that the MacGregor clan have a Kelpie's bridle, passed down through the generations and said to have come from an ancestor who took it from a Kelpie near Loch Slocht. While Kelpies are most commonly associated with Scottish and Irish folklore, similar creatures can be found in mythology and legends from around the world. The Kelpie's ability to shapeshift and its association with water and drowning make it a fascinating and terrifying figure in mythology that continues to capture the imagination of people today. Some historians and symbologists have hypothesized that the Kelpie myth might originate with the waterspouts that can form over the surface of Scottish lochs, giving the impression of a living form as they move across the water. Others believe that the Kelpie might have been inspired by the ancient Celtic goddess Epona, who was associated with horses and water. The Kelpie is perhaps better understood as a personification of the flood itself, an animal-like or even anthropomorphized, on occasion version of the reverence and fear the Celts held for water, rivers, lakes, and seas alike. It seems likely that, in Scotland, with all its isles and storms and restless seas, the water and its spirits would be seen as largely dangerous, evil even. The Scandinavians told stories of dangerous water spirits that ate little children. The purpose of these stories was to scare children into staying away from dangerous waters. These stories of the Kelpies were also told to scare children into good behavior. They were told that the Kelpies would come after children who behaved badly, especially on Sundays. So what are your thoughts about this cryptid creature? Please comment below. I would like to thank you for joining me here today on my channel, Enlightenment in the Darkness. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Many blessings to the rest of your day.